station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 4.
Here are some of the top stories we're tracking all across the DMV this hour.
And most of us in the region waking up to slightly better conditions outside. That wildfire smoke from Canada is still hanging around, but our quality of air has improved. Our Damon Matson tells us when we can expect it to move out for good.
Plus, a bear got the attention of what seemed to be most of the city on this Friday. We'll show you how this scene played out this morning in Northeast Washington as crews worked to get a black bear out of a tree and back into the wild.
And former President Donald Trump has been indicted on 37 counts of mishandling classified documents. Well, some of those allegedly containing information about the nation's nuclear strategy. Our Washington correspondent will join us to discuss what else we're learning this afternoon. And thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Annalisa Gale. Our top story today continues to be the poor air quality from those Canadian wildfires. But the good news is today is much better than yesterday. Let's take a look outside. You can still see there our camera is a little bit hazy there.
Yeah, but what a difference a day makes, Annalisa. Much clearer than it was yesterday. Let's get over to meteorologist Damon Matson for a first look at our forecast. And Damon, I just said moments ago, what a difference a day makes.
It seriously does, and you can actually see Reagan Airport there in our live shot. You could not, over the last 3 days, see the airport from our rooftop camera here at the station. And yeah, folks, when you stepped outside, it almost felt like you were just breathing that fresh air, so much different. Now, we're not totally out of the woods yet with this, but again, what a drastic difference a day makes. We still have some of the haze and smoke in the sky. That's what all of the yellow and even over toward the mustard color looks like there. But yesterday we had red, we had pink, we had purple on the map that really indicated that unhealthy to hazardous level of smoke and haze that was mostly right near the ground at this current hour and throughout most of the day today. Any of that smoke and haze that has been left over is higher up in the atmosphere. So thankfully the impact on us has been a lot less. We still have an air quality alert, but it's back to code yellow now at this point. Keep in mind, we were all the way up the scale here in the red and purple range. At this point, the air quality levels are good for the general population. Now, if you still suffer from asthma, young children, older individuals, you might still be feeling some impact here from that haze and smoke. But aside from that, what a change here as we are now into this moderate range here. We were talking about AQI levels above 200 yesterday, which is extremely unhealthy, but we're down below 100 at this point as we all were keeping track of those numbers, of course, very closely over the last day or so with how unhealthy it was out there with that air quality. Now, we've had some scattered showers and storms out there today. We're continuing to track those into your evening before things dry back out into your Friday night. And yes, folks, we actually are able to see that sunshine and more of that clear sky. So when do we finally completely clear out the last of the smoke and haze? And could there be more rainfall on the way this weekend? We'll have a full check of your forecast in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Damon. Well, it was an unusual morning in Northeast Washington.
Yeah, absolutely.
Police roping off several blocks in the Brookland neighborhood as a black bear made its way around.
Well, that young bear eventually climbed up a tree in someone's backyard in Franklin Street Northeast. Our Lex Juarez was there, and she shows us how it brought the neighborhood together.
Well, it's definitely something unusual for you to see here in the middle of the city. A big black bear up in a tree after he had been walking around the neighborhood throughout the morning. It brought everyone out, neighbors, people from across the river in Virginia and also from Maryland, all wanting to see this bear, and he's sure to be the talk of the town for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, you don't expect this when you live in the city.
It's a feel-good story in some ways. It's a little more fun than monitoring my computer all the time for the air quality, so at least I can, see what the bear is up to.
Something so strange, everyone had to come out and see it for themselves. Even with footage online of the black bear moseying around, neighbors almost didn't believe it.
My first thought was, can that even be real? But then I thought, nah, it's too real to be, that's too silly not to be real.
The bear was first spotted around 6:30 in the morning. After hours of watching him up in the tree, neighbors collectively decided to name him Franklin. Officials tell us Franklin the bear is at the age where the animal typically wanders.
This is normal behavior for a juvenile male bear, is to start exploring territory.
While responding agencies prepared to safely capture Franklin, the bear made his way down the tree. Within half an hour, he was tranquilized and loaded in Maryland DNR's truck, with neighbors cheering on the resolution.
I'm very proud of how everybody handled it today because the bear is safe and sound on its way someplace to be taken care of.
And a happy ending to an exciting morning here in Brookland. There is the bear, Franklin, taking his way with the Maryland Department of Natural Resources. They are going to be releasing him back into the wild. He will not be put in captivity. They say that he should be all right, released back with his friends and family in his natural habitat. In Washington, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
All right, Lex, thank you. Well, new this afternoon, a homicide investigation is underway in Charles County, Maryland. Police say that a man was shot and killed in the 2500 block of Lake Drive in Waldorf. We're told that officers responded just before 6 this morning. It's unclear what led up to the shooting. So far, we're told there have been no arrests.
And also new this afternoon, Metro Police have arrested 20-year-old DeMarcus Barnett in connection to yesterday's deadly shooting on 7th Street Northwest. It happened just after 1 p.m. near the Howard Theater. The victim was identified as 62-year-old LaSanta McGill. Barnett is charged with second-degree murder.
A Fairfax County man will spend the next 3 years in jail after shooting and killing his friend. Andrew Gordienko was sentenced today in the killing of Matthew Chadwick. Prosecutors say the 21-year-olds and another friend were drinking alcohol and play wrestling over a ghost gun when Chadwick was shot once in the head. After his release, Gordienko will be on probation for 2 years.
Well, new details tonight. Virginia State Police have released their annual crime statistics for 2022. The numbers painting a picture of the rise in most violent and hate crimes in the Commonwealth. Violent crimes like homicide saw a 10.5% increase last year, up from 662 to 621. Both victims and offenders tending to be younger males. Nearly 43% of the people killed were men between 18 and 34. Car thefts and attempted car thefts were up nearly 22%, more than 14,000 across the state. Burglaries were up 4%, almost 4%, the first increase in more than a decade. And as for hate crimes, 182 reported hate crime incidents last year, those up 48% from 2021. More than 64% of those hate crimes were racially or ethnically motivated. Crimes based on sexual orientation and religion also increased.
Fairfax County Police have released the results of their My90 program. It's used to engage the community and find out what they think of the police department. Well, 10,500 responses were submitted from people who recently interacted with a Fairfax officer. 87% of those said they have a very positive view of the department over areas with high results, being treated with respect, and feeling like the officers listen. Well, the program also screened for residents' top safety concerns. The leader, 26% of people said it was theft or of their property. Behind that, 23% said traffic offenses and 19% said overall quality of life. Surprisingly, gun violence was fourth at only 10% of those surveyed saying that it was their top concern.
Well, happening this weekend, it's not unusual for city leaders to listen to citizens' concerns.
But as Skylar Salas tells us, the city of Hagerstown is taking it one step further by inviting young people to weigh in on the issues facing them.
For the first time, the city of Hagerstown is taking a special interest in their youth. Mayor Takesha Martinez is holding an event to hear out the younger residents to see what is missing from the community. Over the last few months, the city of Hagerstown has made it a priority to examine problems young people in the community may be facing. We decided to see what's on their minds, and while some feel progress has been made, others feel some issues need a closer look.
I think the youth have a little bit of a structure problem. There's a lot of addiction in Hagerstown when it comes to the adults and stuff, so if they're not around, the children aren't around their parents to be disciplined or taught anything.
At the city's most popular youth hangout spot, the newly built skate park, some say more programs could help curb violence, especially at the skate park.
We've had issues here at the skate park, with keys for equipment being stolen and stuff like that. But programs that, the children can have more stuff to do would definitely be, very beneficial.
Do like meetups where we all meet up we all have wheels, doesn't matter, skateboard, scooter, skates, whatever. And they do like different themed meetups.
If the city is focused on providing more programs and places for the youth to go to, they believe the city could see a big decrease in youth crime.
Getting in trouble at a young age can really just destroy your life. You know, you get into the system at a young age and it just sets off a series of problems for the rest of your life.
The event will be held at Vibes Lounge on June 10th from 1 to 5 p.m. Reporting in Hagerstown, Maryland, Skylar Salas for DC News Now.